Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to more Dimpled Balls videos. Today's not a review. It's not a golf club review, even though we're sitting in the car, but I'm waiting for my friend to show up to the driving range because today we have the first ever installment of Pimp My Shot. I'm basically just stealing that, but yeah, Pimp My Shot. Eric's gonna help me hit the driver because last round him and I went out. I had to completely abandon the driver by the back nine. I didn't really know what I was doing. I was missing everywhere. I was doing some weird things. And as you know, Eric has been on the channel many a times. He's one of the best driver hitters that I know personally. There's a couple more that are pretty good, you know, just like him, but he's definitely one of the best that I know. And he's willing to give me some lessons on the driver. So again, most of my game is okay right now. I'm striking the irons consistently. The wedge game is really, really good. The putting's great. So if I can get this driver thing down, then maybe we'll have a good chance to start shooting some lower scores. But yeah, so we're gonna get out to the driving range. I'm basically gonna film what he's talking about and what we're going over and stuff. And yeah. We'll see if he can help me fix my elusive driver. Driver's got to be the hardest club for me to hit. If I can figure this out, it'll be a huge win. So, Pimp My Driver, episode 1. Let's get into it. All right, so I'm just gonna get loose with like a 3-wood to start it off. So I'm gonna leave this video not unedited, but I cut out a lot of the fluff, and now it's just gonna be the progression of this range session. I'm not gonna add in any music or anything to take away from the sound. So I want you guys to hear what Eric's saying to me, what I'm going through, and the tip that Eric gives me around the 8-minute mark of this video absolutely changed my life forever. Since this range session, I've been striping the driver, and you guys will find out why. All right, I'm gonna take some warm-up driver shots now.
I was just gonna have you hit a couple of normal ones to see what's going on.
That's what I was gonna do. One thing I noticed, even on that good shot that I hit at Rancho, my hands don't come that high. I want to try and get them higher. Because I was coming like here, and then the club's like whipping. See anything?
I think that, like, it's just a matter of inconsistency.
Yeah.
Because when you hit it good, you're like swinging up on it, but most of the time, when you hit it bad, you're swinging down.
That one sounded different, didn't it?
Yeah, that one's good.
That one sounded different. Yeah. Whole driving range round of just drivers.
Yeah. That one, you're hitting
Off the crown.
through the down the tee, so like it just causes a pop up.
Try to swing more up.
Yeah.
That's definitely something I can do.
It helps to tilt your body backwards too.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I mean, the swing is fine, especially when you hit it good, but like try rotating this foot out here a little bit, right?
Oh, up there?
Yeah. Like rotating it, no, this way. Yeah, angling that way. And then play it more towards here. Play your back up a little bit because you're playing almost in the middle of your stance.
Like that?
Yeah. That's not a
No. That sounded different too.
That's a fade.
Yeah. But I'll play that every day of the week, you know? Like if I can get that and I know it's gonna do that, that's huge. I'm gonna try doing the hips early again. Even that's like a baby draw. If I can keep it between like that middle light post and like the 250 marker, that's pretty much most fairways. That's what I'm thinking. That's a slice. Yeah. So I'll slow that one down and see why I did it. So Eric's got me opening my front foot, and I know he's always been on me about fire my hips early. So that's what I've been trying to do here, is just open up the front, fire the hips early, and let the hands drag behind the ball. One thing that I'm starting to look for is like where you can hit it at on the face. I don't know if the sun's gonna do this justice, but I've been catching a lot of them off the top of the crown, hence why I'm popping them up.
One thing you could do is on your takeaway, go a little bit longer this way instead of picking your hands up all the way here. Like just instead of just picking your hands up straight from the backswing, try to elongate it. Alright? And also you could do that right there. Like keep the club a little closed. And then you bring your hands up.
I like that. Something like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does it look fluid?
Yeah.
Fell out of that a little bit, but I was like 230.
That was weird.
That was very weird. So Eric wants me to keep the club face a little closed on my backswing, kind of pointed at the ball more. And I'm gonna try and keep that front arm straight, just like that. And fire the hips early. Kind of do it all together.
That was good.
That was perfect. That was the deepest one too. That was nutted on. That was perfect. Look at that. It's funny, Eric's driver is a little bit heavier than mine, and I've always kind of had concerns that maybe mine's too light, but as soon as I picked up his driver, I just hit 2 of the best drives I've ever seen out of 3, which is pretty good for me, but I don't know, maybe it's time to make a change. So what creates that hook?
Right, push your hands. If the path's inside and you flip your hands too much, you'll hook it.
I'm trying to get one more pretty one here. That's kind of catching them square though, which is good because it's Eric's club. That's too low of a law for you, huh? Oh yeah, you play a 10.5. Feeling good with this, Eric. That thing just carried like 210 and rolled like maybe 225, which is pretty good for me. I'm gonna give him back his club. We're there. Between that 250 sign right where I'm wanting it. That was my best ball yet. Had a nice little draw on it, just smoked it. So part of this video is just me trying to document what I'm thinking and what I'm going through. And so I'm doing exactly what he says, closing the face on the backswing, keeping the face closed on the backswing, making sure you keep that front arm as straight as possible, getting to the back, firing the hips early, keeping that front a little bit more open than the back. And then making sure I roll over that back arm. We're hitting nice balls right now. So at this point I had already hit about like 35 driver swings, so I was a bit gassed, so the duffs were gonna come, but again it was just about finding that rhythm. Keeping the club face closed has actually just changed my golf game forever. And I'm very excited to get out on the course every single time and tee it up, whereas I was a little inconsistent and I was concerned about how tough it was teeing off. Like I was, embarrassed that I was slicing the ball or I was hooking the ball. It's just been pretty bad. And lately I've been striping it. I had my best ever drive, 275, and it's mostly just about bowing that front wrist and keeping that club face closed on my takeaway, which is naturally straighten out my arm. I'm swinging up more on the ball. I'm standing even a little bit closer together and closer to the ball in my driver swing now than I was at this range session. But as you can see, we're hitting it down the middle here, and that's definitely what I'm very excited. I'm happy that this range session helped. I'm very thankful for Eric and all the tips that he's given me. But yeah, I cannot believe that tip was the one that changed like my golf swing forever. But I'm grateful that he said it because, like I said, it may have changed my game for the future and for years to come. Slow motion. That's a good one. All right. I'm feeling out of breath, but that's because we just walked away from the range. And I haven't walked in a minute. I gotta get in, see summer shape. But I'm feeling a lot better about the driver today than I was coming into today. Eric, you gave me a lot to think about. Got like 2 or 3 critical tips there that I'm gonna come back like 2-3 times a week and just execute till I can consistently get the driver down. All right. So one of these days I'm gonna get the driver down nice and consistently, hitting it like 240, 250, dead center of the fairway every time. That sounds like a dream world that I want to live in, but all right. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this. This was kind of us in the lab, just kind of working it out and trying to see if we can get more consistent with our clubs. That was Pimp My Driver. I'm gonna come back and do a bunch of those in the future of different clubs I'm working on and see if I can get a second opinion on what we're doing. But hopefully you guys did enjoy. Hit the like button if you did. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn on the notifications so you never miss an upload, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.